Hi, Dr. Rob here, and we're continuing our discussion on prophecy. We're looking at some of the puzzle pieces. I don't have time to do them all. We'll just let that happen in the seminar. But I think the other thing we want to discuss is the book of Revelation, our cover on the box. And there are a myriad of methods to interpret this book that have come over the years. Some see this book as fulfilled within the history of the church, and so it doesn't really apply to now. It's just an encouraging message because God took care of the church in that time. God can take care of the church in our time. A second is that it speaks to church of all ages, past, present, and future, that some things will happen in the past and some will happen during the church history and some will happen in the future at the end of church history. We have to agree that John wrote for his day. His church needed encouragement. They needed to know that God was going to be victorious for them. And so, yes, Revelation certainly applies to the church in John's time. And the church throughout its history has been persecuted and maligned and has always needed a message of hope that Jesus is coming back to right all things. And so, yes, Revelation speaks to the church throughout all ages. But certainly, one of the lines in the book is, "Come up here and I will show you what must take place after this." It is a book of the future. It is a book about the end of the world. And so we need to take that into account as well. Another thing we have to kind of wade through is it literal or symbolic? And I'm going to go with, I think we've got to go with both. Certainly apocalyptic is heavy with symbolic literature or picture literature. Some have described Revelation as a graphic novel in words because it has all these pictures. And it certainly has a lot of symbolic things going on. Everything in it has some kind of meaning. The beasts and the animals, the numbers, the colors, all of these have meaning. Another person described Revelation as a political cartoon for the day in words. And so all of this symbolic language, it needs to be taken seriously, but only sometimes should we take it literally. So we'll have to kind of discern through that. Another issue we need to deal with in Revelation is, how is this material being presented? Is it absolutely sequential, one after the other? And when you do that, you run into some problems because it looks like it goes back and forth and back and forth. I'm going to propose that we look at Revelation like a newscast. It's overlaying the same day with different perspectives. And the divisions show us those overlay points, the 7 seals, the 7 trumpets, and the 7 bowls. And then within each of those 7s are certain other things going on as well. So that's how I'm going to approach Revelation. There are certainly many other ways to approach Revelation. I think some things are obviously symbolic, like Antichrist. Do we really believe that a dragon will arise from the sea and take over the world? All right, a literal dragon? I mean, I'll say with God all things are possible, but that's probably not what's going on here. It certainly refers to Nero, who was a dragon who was persecuting the church, and it certainly refers to a future Antichrist leader who will persecute the church. So these are the kinds of things that we kind of have to look at as we look at Revelation. All right, this one's a short lesson, probably be edited into other things. I hope you have a great day.